Vanguard fight 太陽のビーム体十分に浴びてスタンダップさんがソウルチャージして走れ Vanguard fight Let it go
Hey guys, welcome back to Team Fuzzy Panda. This is the special as everything. We're going to go ahead and do the deck profiles of the top 3 winners in the Texas Regional. Houston qualifying, whatever. The first one we're going to do is an Arakami, and then we're going to do Shadow Paladin, and then Aqua Force. And, I forgot what I was going to say. Bacon? I don't know. Yeah. Blade of Destruction is going to go ahead and do the first deck profile. And Corpse Collector is going to be the one recording. And I'll do the Shadows and Aqua Force. And before I do anything of that, say hello, Blade.
Hey.
And cameraman.
Hey. I don't have a name anymore.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, okay.
I even said Corpse Collector
There you go.
is the one recording. Does that take up?
That's annoying.
Ooh, Gucci. Okay, anyways.
30 seconds usually.
No, a minute. So, let's go ahead and start this video. So, Blade?
Alright,
Go
we'll
first.
start with the zeros. I go ahead and run
You
the
say
superior
stand up for
ride build.
profile.
Okay, we'll stand up for profile. So, as I was saying, I run the superior ride build so that I can go into descendant consistently. Not to mention it did save me 3 times at the qualifiers from the but anyway, regardless, Descendant's an 11, it's a 5, but if it just manages to stay behind Descendant, it's a decent enough booster to take on any deck. The most common Vanguard being at a base of 11k. But anyway, I run that 0. I go ahead and run a crit, and 4 draw, obviously 4 heal. Well, obviously for most anyway. I run the 8 crit because I like to, well, get them to a high amount of damage as quickly as possible, so that they have to contend with Descendant skill. Moving on to the 1s. Stable 4 Perfect Shield. 4 of the special booster for Descendant, so that I may superior ride frequently when needed, and I can make threatening columns using Descendant, and him obviously in the rear guard circles. I run 4 the 10k so I can poke for early damage frequently, and 2 of her just because she's an Eradicator and just start and draw. It's good to filter through the deck when needed to anyway. As for the 2s, I run 4 of the Soul Charger and Unflipper, also for superior riding, of course. I run 4 12k attackers. You know, there's a lot of 13ks coming about in new set releases. Kind of necessary. Not to mention they just help me push for early damage in the game. And 3 Thunder Boom Dragon because yes, he is an Eradicator. And I'm not too fond of the other 9k grade 2 that soul charges itself and retires something. I mean, this deck doesn't really go off and retire to begin with at all. So I just see a -1 for myself and a -1 for my opponent as kind of... It's not really a necessity. That, and I found that being at 10k base has also conserved my hand before as well.
Sorry.
Seeing how a lot of grade 2s out there at 9, if they so happen to ride one, which they most likely will, they may have the starter behind it, being at 14, I being at 10, I drop a 10 and no hit. It's helped a lot early in the game. But anyway, that's just to help from being pushed against. As for 3s, I run 4 Break Ride and 4 Descendant. That +10 and the retiring, I guess, is nice. I mean, that has given me game maybe for the majority of the times. I mean, that's practically my win condition. Get them to 4 or 5, preferably 5, obviously. Break Ride, finish him off. Either that or dwindle all the resources to nil. And obviously for Descendants, use kind of the... And that's my deck profile.
Alright. Corpse Warrior could be clapping too, but he has to hold the camera.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Corpse.
Gee,
It's
it's
cool. You like clapping your tongue and cheek or something. I hope you guys heard that. And
Alrighty, so then now I'm gonna do the rest of the decks. Let's go ahead and get you out. Chew.
We're doing this
Well,
all.
oh, it's not
Yeah, all one video.
Oh, sure. Okay.
What do you think?
Whatever.
You want to do 3 different ones? We can do that.
That's fine. Whatever.
It's gonna be a long video.
Well, what we can do is do the deck division. On the description say, they're calling at this time, from this time to this
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and then boom boom.
Yeah.
Or they want to watch the whole thing, they can hear us talking.
I know normally I'm a separate video.
So now, on to the next one. Let's go ahead and start. Stand up. Profile. So the starter for this one is Claudius. The Flame of Heaven likes using this one so he can actually call out Blaster Dark to just mainly retire. So the trigger lineup is 4 draws, 8 crits, mainly like what Blade Destruction said, just your power early game and apply pressure when it stands. And then 4 heals, because you know, staples, I guess you can call them. Now for the grade 1s is 4 10k beaters. So you can actually hit anything as a rear guard or Vanguard early game. 2 Dorans. Trumpeters. Did I say Doran? 2 Trumpeters. The reason why he runs 2 is because he likes to get the extra card. You can get a draw trigger. Doesn't really need to draw the extra card. Just get that 1-0, rest it to do Raging Swarm skills. If he needs to do it like that. Pretty much. Now in this one, there's only 3, but Flame runs 4. He likes using the 4 because you pretty much want to do the unflipping, have it as a 7k rear guard booster, and then you have Blaster Dark with it. Perfect to unflip and then Counter Blast too. Or not even need to do this skill. And 4 perfect shields, which this one only has 3. But it's cool. Now for the grade 2 lineup, 2 10k vanillas, because there's pretty much really nothing else to have in here. Cartridge is in here. 2. You don't really need. You don't need those. You don't need a lot. 4 12k beaters. So those can hit pretty much the 11k hitters, Vanguards, or the rear guards. 2 Tartus. You don't really need, well, honestly, me personally as well, I don't think you need to run that many, only because it's like you're only doing it for here on the rear guards, 1 each. And if you don't get her, it's not like, oh, I failed. 4 Blaster Darks, and here there's only 3. Reason why 4, mainly to unflip the damage and then flip back. Or pretty much you already have a 16 column. That's already, he still needs a 10 when he has the Doran and Blaster Dart. Three break rides. Just to have the 10k and then call 1 extra card. But you don't, I mean, You don't really need to. I mean, you get them, that's awesome. If you don't, it's not lost cause. Because the focus on this one is the 4 raging dragons. So, yeah, pretty much. These guys are really good. I think they're good. I mean, you always just a superior ride. It stands up again another twin drive. You don't lose any cards.
I don't usually lose cards, but it's fair.
You lose 3 on the field, and you gain 2 in hand.
3.
3, and you get rid of a copy that's a -4, and you get a +2, so it's 2.
Would you +1 attack?
Exactly, that's why it's worth it.
Regardless.
You send this a -1, even more worth it.
Alrighty, so we finished that one. Let's go ahead and do the Aqua Force. Right here?
Yes.
Stand up. Anything you do. So my starters, Officer Jack Eric. You guys don't know the skill. Kind of blast 1 into soul top 5. Get a grade 3 and add to hand. I always had him since the very beginning of the build. I think he's the best one so far still. Now for the trigger lineup, 4 heals, obviously. Like her art. 4 crits only. Put into soul and flip. 3 draws. Put into soul. Give +3 to a regard. And 5 stand triggers, which I have them all the same because these guys can copy themselves up to 16. I prefer with this deck. I prefer standing, multiple stands, so I can have multiple attacks.
You just make it easier for you to get your...
Hush! Just kidding. Alright, so yeah, just to have multiple attacks in case if I am not able to do my regard skills, I'll be praying to get the stats. So for my grade 1 lineups, I only run 2 vanillas, grade 1s. There was really nothing else I want to put in besides these 2, just to have an AK booster. For 3 of the 10k hitters, so it can hit early game, or just to do its skills. Rest, if there's a... I can't believe I forgot the skills already. If it's 2 or more rested, it doesn't get the +3. It has to be 2 or less. Then it'd be 10k. Now for the new updated of it, I run 3 of wheel assaults. Counterblast 1, choose 2 rear guards, and switch. I only run 3 because I try to save the counterblast for Tetra. And if I don't have any other switchers that's free of cost, well, he's a good backup. 2 10k vanilla, 2 10k boosters, 3rd battle or more, always for Vanguard. And last but not least, 4 perfect shields. I like the old original art, but that's just my what's the word?
Opinion.
Preference?
Yeah, that's my preference. Now for the grade 2 lineups, I run only 2 twin strike brave shooters because I love the 12k hitters, but I rather have everything else in this deck. If I don't get her, it's fine. If I do, that's even better. I'm not focusing on her. I run 1 Marine, I guess, because I rather have 1 column still to make it to the 4th battle to make it hit, if it does hit. I run 4 Tidal Assaults. This is the new update as well. His effect attacks, stand up, -5 becomes 4. Reason why it's a must, just to do multiple attacks for Tetra. I run one Valerio. Same thing for Agus, just to have one column still to do the 4th battle. At least I have the chance for them to guard for sure. Unless they want to retire or the other one for to draw. And the last ones are 4 basils for switching out, of course, and to have multiple attacks. Now with the draw triggers, I would give the draw to him so he can attack for 13. For my grade 3 lineup is 3 of the break rides. Don't know the skill. It's when you ride over him, it's +10 when he attacks. They need to discard before they can guard. If they choose not to discard, they have to take the hit and comes with the crit. And then the last one's the 4 Tetris, which is this is also a new update from my other deck. Skill kind of less. First skill has to be the second one to attack. Then the attacking continues onto the 4th one. And after the 4th one, the last one has to hit Vanguard. Or doesn't have to hit, just has to attack Vanguard. His skill activates. Counterblast 2, discard 2, stand back up, and attack again. Which I think that's pretty good with the break ride. Attack for 21 first, you gotta discard before you can drop. Continue your attacks, twin drive again. Now, the second time, they have to drop another card before they can guard again. I mean, I like it because it only makes you discard. It makes them discard 2 cards before they can actually block for it. But yeah.
Well, I'm getting rid of the resources for my Tetris stack.
Oh yeah. Only. So this is deck profile for the 3 decks that won the Houston qualifier. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it here. I hope this decks will make you understand why we use these cards. If not, make a comment and I'll personally answer them for you. Anything, Corpse?
Nope, nothing.
Blade?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, this is our decks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This
Feel
is
free
the...
to leave any comments, questions about our deck recipes if you want.
Yeah. Alright. So this is the Special is Everything, signing out. Peace.
Break your